Hi everyone, hello and welcome to this reading. This will be a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. And I ask, as always, that you please trust your own intuition and use your discernment with regards to the message that comes out here today. I'll be using the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle for today's reading, followed by the Crow Tarot. So let's dive right in. Thank you for joining me. Let's get 3 cards, please. Okay, so starting us off, we have the Starborn, okay? So this is a card about how each of us, when we were born, it is the belief that each of us, when we were born, our destiny is sort of laid out for us. There's something about kind of getting back to when you were young, what you were interested in, okay, getting back to the start. It could even be, because we've got the Father here at the bottom of the deck, okay, there could be something about childhood here. And I think this came out in a couple of readings ago. There was something about father figure, parent figure, okay, so there could be something about the father or a father figure going back to like the beginning. Okay, let's see what other cards we have here. We have the womb, okay, so we have the divine feminine as well. So we've got the father, we've got the mother. And we have the unseen here in the reverse. So let's see. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so the unseen in the reverse can be like a dark looming energy or an unwillingness to forgive. Okay, so let me just check out the womb in the reverse also. Stricken, an ecological crisis, infertility, imbalance. Oh, okay. So I feel like someone here is maybe harboring some sort of resentment or not willing to forgive their parental figures for maybe mistakes that they made when they were younger. Okay. Let me get some tarot. Like, I feel like there's something here about the High Priestess really taking into account like soul progression and you know, the fact that if this is to do with your parents, that they themselves, you know, have a journey and a path and lessons to learn and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think there's something about kind of seeing the bigger picture here. I watched a reading on YouTube last week, I think it was, and someone said that she changed her perspective towards a parent figure, caregiver, who was horrible to her because the way she saw it, like that soul, that person chose to come into this life, this world, and be that person who kind of triggered this awakening for, you know, her, you know, and she kind of sacrificed this lifetime to be this horrible person, so that that other person, the one who made the comment, could learn and could find this path, if that makes sense. Okay, so kind of trying to look at your experience, this life experience, from that perspective can be very eye-opening, heart-opening. Like, it really can shift things like that. So we've got the High Priestess coming out here. Okay, so this is the energy of the observer. So I feel like I'm speaking to a highly intuitive person here. This is falling below the Starborn here. Okay, so I'm reading the Starborn as you, the viewer. And with the High Priestess falling there, she is highly intuitive. She is divine feminine energy. She's receptive, passive. She really observes what's going on and doesn't react. Okay, so I feel like there's a message here to kind of take a step back from something and just observe it, maybe through a different lens if you can. Okay, we've got the Devil falling out here below the womb. So there's definitely some sort of attachment here, some sort of it's not codependency, but like definitely an attachment. You're holding on to something, and it's causing an imbalance. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh, okay, I'm not. There's something here that you're attached to, that you're holding on to, and it's causing this sort of imbalance here with the womb. Okay, it's like it's blocking your ability to create, because the womb is essentially, it's where life begins, isn't it? So I feel like someone's creative energy, someone's maybe life force is kind of like blocked up because they're holding on to something, some sort of story or painful experience that they can't forgive, or they won't forgive. Okay, with the Unseen coming out here. So let's get another card, please. Okay, we have the Emperor here in the reverse. So yeah, like this is quite a stubborn energy, the Emperor here. So there's a real refusal to let go of something, to move on from something, to forgive something. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it is for you. Okay, and the longer that you hold on to this pain, this trauma, this old story of maybe how you were treated, or whatever it is, it's just poisoning you and it's blocking you. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords here. So the Queen of Swords, she can be perceived to be cold, okay, but she is absolutely able to be compassionate. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is someone who has a hand out but has the sword in the other hand. So it's like, don't cross me, but like she extends compassion. All right, but she holds her boundaries firm. So I don't know if this person, this father figure, is still in your life at this time. Okay, but there's something about trying to extend some sort of compassion to them, but not allowing your boundaries to be crossed. Okay, so yeah. Queen of Cups here as well. All right, so a lot of feminine energy here. The Queen of Cups, she's kind of the opposite of the Queen of Swords. She's all in her feels and, you know, very much able to be compassionate, but she can get too bogged down by her emotions, okay? So I feel like there's something here about balancing between these two emotions. The Queen of Swords, she's obviously very logical. She uses her head over her heart, where the Queen of Cups is vice versa. So let's see what the next card is. I feel like as well, I'm getting that someone here is like potentially, you know, closed off to relationships as well, like healthy relationships, just with this womb being in the reverse. Because of this maybe father wound here. So we've got the Page of Cups showing up here in the reverse. This can be an energy of someone who is maybe a little bit emotionally immature. They maybe never learned to handle their emotions. Okay, so this is not to insult anybody. Okay, we can all be emotionally mature at times. Okay, based off of whatever it is that we're experiencing at the time. But like the Page of Cups can also be like the inner child. This is kind of like an inner child card for me, as is the sun here. Okay, so we do have the sun coming out here too, which I'm happy to see. I feel like this imbalance, once you are able to step into an energy of forgiveness and truly let go of this wound, this pain, this trauma, it's going to unlock this energy, the sun, okay? So at the moment, the inner child is sort of digging the heels in and, you know, hurt, walls up, you know, maybe pushing people away because there could be an abandonment issue here or something, okay? So there's a real need to kind of take a look at that father wound, okay? Fathers being, you know, the archetype of, you know, the strong protector, okay? And not everyone has that, okay? So I'm kind of getting the energy of someone who's got like a strong exterior, but on the inside they're quite sensitive and quite afraid even, okay? So there is yeah, there's a lot of potential here for healing, and I think it starts with forgiveness. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. I hope that this helps someone. It's a difficult one here, but it is possible. And if you can, you know, try and look at your experience in this life from that story that I told, the comment I seen on another YouTube channel, it really like allows another layer of compassion, you know, towards the people who have hurt us. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. Yeah, if this resonated for you, leave a comment, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.